Welcome to the Cool Down Zone. My name is Robert.
And I'm just Blaze.
It's Blaze. We're going to talk about the NBA season. It just opened up. NFL, of course. Probably more stuff right now, but the NBA really kind of took over everything. We got LeBron back. We got KD back. The Nets. My Knicks. Was it your Heat? Golden State Warriors are looking good. Blaze, anything you want to, any interesting highlights for the first 2 games that players have played? Any excitement?
Nah, not really. I mean, it's the same old. I mean, if you maybe say because the Lakers are 0-2 now, but I know the Lakers are gonna be fine.
They're gonna be fine.
They just gotta figure out which starting lineup they want. What's their starting lineup?
I feel like, we can't really feel it. I feel like, do you think the Lakers are with their current roster, you think they're a championship team?
Who's beating them? That's the question.
In a
7-game series, who's beating them?
Well, we gotta see it out.
It don't matter. I'm still saying who's beating them in the 7-game series.
For right now, I think
if everybody's healthy,
if Golden State comes back with Klay Thompson, have you been seeing Steph Curry's first 2 games? Steph Curry dropped
I'll say that's good, but a problem. Who in the world is beating a healthy LeBron with a healthy team in a 7-game series? I'm just saying.
So you say I'm saying that there's a couple teams that can do that though.
Name me
there's
some.
The Nets, the Golden State, a healthy Golden State.
Okay, I'm saying to make the finals, not the Nets on the eastern side. What the?
The Golden State Warriors.
No.
Let's
be honest. I love me some on Steph Curry. He's a great player, and he deserves to be on the NBA 75th anniversary list. We're gonna talk about that later.
Oh yeah, that's another.
He deserves to be on there. I'm not sure if the Warriors have enough firepower to beat LeBron, AD, Carmelo, Westbrook, Rondo, all of that.
The thing is, bro, injuries, they're older.
And Steph Curry is an injury prone?
I think they're favorites, but I'm not saying I think they're favorites to make it to the finals to come out of the West. I'm just saying that it's not gonna be as.
But you said injuries, but it goes both ways.
It goes both ways, but this is an older squad. AD is made of glass.
So Steph Curry, bro, the man's ankles get taken out every year, and we don't know how Klay's gonna come back looking. Klay got two major injuries back to back.
And you got the Suns, and you got potentially Kawhi coming back for the Clippers.
Kawhi's probably not gonna play this whole season for this season. They say he's probably gonna come back during the All-Star, after All-Star break. But I'm that's a big if.
You got that. I feel like it's gonna be hard. I don't think it's gonna be a cakewalk. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's gonna be a cakewalk. You got the Jazz. You got the Suns that just beat them last night. And it's gonna be hard. Even to win it, it's gonna be hard because we had that conversation last time.
No, I feel like it's even now. Guys, we all said the Nets were the favorite. Everybody would top notch of everybody, but Kyrie isn't playing, so it's even now. Kyrie's not playing, so it's even now.
Yeah, the playing field's even.
So you got 2 superstars in the Nets, 2 superstars in Milwaukee, 1 superstar. Well, 1.5. We don't know about Ben Simmons, what he's gonna do, what the 76ers are gonna do with Ben Simmons, and you got a bunch of superstars on the Lakers.
So switching over, we're gonna switch over to another team another team. Speaking about the 76ers, what do you do? What that situation do you hear?
At some point, just trade him.
Kicked out of practice.
Just trade him. I don't know why they're still holding him. He doesn't want to be there, and honestly, Joel Embiid is getting tired of answering comments about him. So might as well just send him packing. You're definitely not gonna get back your money's worth for him. You're definitely not gonna get a bunch of first round player picks or any good players. You're probably gonna get a first round pick and some role players.
feel like definitely. I mean, they should have traded him sooner than later because this is coming. Like his stock is just going down, and they overplayed their. I think
his stock was down since they got bounced in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's like, but they overplayed it. They wanted a lot for him.
That's the problem. They still want a lot for him right now. They're not gonna get that. They're not gonna get that in the beginning. They're not gonna get that now.
And that's the issue. I don't think he's really as good as what they are kind of offering for him.
No. Let's be honest. Ben Simmons is a good player. Let's not take that away from him. He's a good player. It's just the situation he's in has added to the damage.
He is a good player if his job is to play defense and pass the ball, but
no, he's a good scorer. He can score. He won Rookie of the Year of doing everything, scoring, defense,
he just
assists, and rebound.
I mean, all you gotta do is just you gotta clock the paint with him.
It's just he's on a team that he can sometimes say he doesn't feel appreciated or to blame it on everything on him, and he got tired of it.
The main issue with the 76ers was. The main kind of problem was, can we play Embiid and Ben Simmons in the starting lineup? You got to pick either of those two.
See, no, you can't. You can't play both of them. But the thing is, they kept Ben Simmons because they saw what he did without Embiid when Embiid was injured. He was able to carry the team, so we know he can carry a team. He can do the no problem of carrying a team, no problem without Embiid. It's just when Embiid's back, everything it's congested, let's say.
It is. I mean, I think I've seen them play against the Nets last night, and I feel like they were a really good squad. I mean, they look really good because they looked like they were gonna beat Brooklyn last night.
Yeah, but the problem is, I don't know if they're gonna be able to beat those top three teams. I mean, those two teams that are ahead of them.
Yeah, the Bucks and the
Nets.
The Bucks and the Nets. I don't see it either. But they gotta get rid of Simmons. But on other,
if I'm 76ers, I'd be downing up the Bulls right now. I'd be calling up the Bulls. Guys, let's be honest. Other than maybe Zach LaVine, there's nobody on the Bulls that's worth the same, that's be an equal trade for Ben Simmons. So I'm like, if I'm 76ers, I can keep Zach LaVine. We know you're not going to give us Zach LaVine, but we'll take everybody else for Ben Simmons.
I don't think Bulls are trading anybody right now. I don't think Bulls want to trade anybody because they just got their guys. They just got new blood on their team.
Yeah, and those new blood aren't gonna be doing anything.
So I don't even think they're eligible to even be traded because they just got these guys off of free agency. So I don't.
Yeah, you can still trade them. There's no.
I think you gotta wait a little bit. I don't know the.
You can still trade them by the trade deadline.
I wouldn't make that trade.
Bruh.
I don't know if I'm making that trade.
Bruh, dude.
And I'm not trading
Atlanta and the Mav made a trade after they drafted the two guys right after them. Remember the Luka?
But you can do that.
Yeah, you can still do that right now too. You can trade them just because as long as you they're in on your books, you can trade them before the trade deadline.
But what else?
So I'm saying if I'm the 76ers, I'll take those role guys. You can keep Zach LaVine up. Give me a first round pick or a second round pick. That's a high pick though, and I take those role guys with that pick. I take Ben Simmons.
I think I don't know, but I feel like they got. I don't know. It's kind of hard. That's a hard thing to move. I don't know who they can move for, but I think Ben Simmons would be good on Spurs though. Or Pop. I don't know.
I mean, he would be good because one, the Warriors literally have no one.
No,
Spurs. Yeah, the Spurs literally have no one.
But yeah, they don't got the.
They don't got, dude. I'll be surprised if they're in the top, if they make the playoffs somehow, or even get the last seat.
Spurs,
bro, they got no one. After trading, did they trade DeMar DeRozan?
Yeah, I think he left.
Yeah, after that, they got no one.
Let's switch over to You had the 70. You were talking about the 75, the 75th
anniversary.
So we're gonna talk about the snubs who should be off the 75 and who should be in
the
that.
snubs. There's really not that many. There's really not that many people that got snubbed. I feel like the list is perfect except for maybe one snub. That's Dwight Howard. Everybody keeps saying Dwight Howard, and I'm looking around at this stat. I'm like, yeah, you have a point. He should be on there. But other than that, I don't know who else to put on there.
They were talking about. They had. I mean, I'm just looking at what they had. I'm not saying that this is mine, but they had Dwight Howard. That was of course the snub. They had Dwight Howard. They had T-Mac. They had Vince Carter.
Okay, the T-Mac situation. I get that when he was drafted, he was supposed to be this all-great player that was supposed to come after Michael Jordan. That was supposed to bring in the next generation.
To rival Kobe and stuff.
No. He was supposed to bring in the next generation after the Michael Jordan and Kobe and stuff. He was supposed to be the next generation. But I feel like he was great. I'm not taking that for it. But I feel like his injuries fucked up his career, and I don't know if he was. But let me ask you this: would you put him ahead of Dwight? If you say we're gonna take one person off this list and we gotta choose who to put on there, would you take him over Dwight?
Nah.
See,
I feel like
Dwight was good.
Dwight took his team. Dwight got his peak. No, Dwight had a better peak.
That's what I'm saying. He had a better peak than T-Mac. So I'm taking Dwight. I'm not gonna.
T-Mac was not. I think T-Mac could get.
Okay, let me ask you then. If T-Mac, she said T-Mac was there, who would you take off? Guys, let's say no. Let me change that. For this, looking at the list, I would take off Paul Pierce for Dwight Howard.
Paul Pierce is in there?
Yep.
He's in the 75. Paul. Yeah. I like Paul Pierce too. Damn.
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce is in there? Wow.
Yep, he's in there.
I would have to take one of those guys that were playing in like
Paul Pierce, he's gonna be in there. Now here's the thing: I would take out Paul Pierce, put Dwight on there. After that, Tracy McGrady.
No. But I think there's some guys on that list that been playing in the 50s that have like when the 3-point line wasn't invented and they're like dribbling the ball like this and like really.
Ooh.
There's some probably like some.
Ooh.
There's probably some old guys. There's probably some old guys on there that's been playing in the night like
Dominique Wilkins. We're not taking them off.
Not
Lenny Wilkins. We're not taking them off either.
It's a hard
Bill
list.
Walton, we're not taking them off. We're not taking Jerry West off.
They were giving Bill Walton some flack, and I looked at his stats, and Bill Walton's got
he's legit, bro.
Yeah, he's legit.
Jerry West, we're not taking him off. He's legit. Who we taking up?
It's a hard list.
Nate Thornton, we're not taking him off. We're not taking Isaiah Thomas off. We're not taking John Stockton off because the man was legit. We're not taking who are we taking off? See, you can't take anybody off. You can't. Moses Malone, no. Bob McAdoo, no. You can't. See, that's the problem. Who are you going to take off to put T-Mac on here?
And they were giving, and I remember I was looking at Kendrick Perkins, but Kendrick Perkins was saying something bad about Patrick Ewing. He's like, I would take. He was talking bad about Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing's a beast, man.
Yeah,
Patrick Ewing's a beast. Kendrick Perkins was.
Tim Duncan.
Wow.
I'm not taking off one of the greatest power forward ever. I mean, the greatest power forward ever.
I had a conversation about that. What? I had a conversation in my room about Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Who's like the top? Would you put Giannis like number? You say Giannis is number 2, or like power forward? Would you put him number 2? Because I put Tim Duncan, then I put Karl Malone, and then I put Giannis. Because Karl Malone got 2. I think Giannis needs another MVP.
Well, to be honest, I'll put Giannis number 2 because Giannis has the 2-time MVP back to back. He has the defensive player trophy, Finals MVP, and a ring. Karl Malone doesn't have the Finals MVP and the ring or the Defensive Player award. So I feel
like the defensive player, but I feel like Jordan erases a lot of people's success. You know what I mean?
That still don't mean LeBron erased a lot of people's success. Giannis smoked them. KD erased a lot of people's success.
I think
let's not be honest. KD erased a lot of people's success, and Giannis still beat him and got the chip. So you can't say, oh.
I think people were winning on LeBron's watch anyway. To be honest, a lot of people were winning on LeBron's watch.
Yeah, but a lot of people
were bested.
Yeah, but a lot of people had to go join a super team just to be LeBron. So you can't say that.
It's only KD. KD that joined.
KD stuff.
It's only KD that joined that super team.
Golden Warrior before KD was a super team, bro. They had they had 3 All-Stars on there.
That was an organic.
I know, but they created. But they created that just to be LeBron.
That's an organic. That before KD, that's an organic.
I know, but I'm saying they created that to beat LeBron. Let's be honest, because if LeBron, when LeBron went back to Cleveland, oh, scratch that. When LeBron was in Miami, that team was being built to beat Miami. Let's not say it wasn't.
But you can't really. That's an organic. You can't just them to be a super team. That's an organic.
But it is a super team.
They drafted that team. Like,
I know, but it's still a super team.
You can't discredit that though. You can't.
I'm not discrediting it. I'm saying it's still a super team.
But that Cavs team, or what are you talking about? That Cavs team was supposed to be a super team as well. A made super team with Kevin Love and Kyrie. Even though Kevin Love didn't hold his end of the bargain. Yeah,
he got hurt. And let's not be honest, but we're going to still call the Warriors a super team also. So what's the problem?
I feel like you can't really fault them because that's just a really good
I'm not saying I'm not faulting them for anything. I'm just saying it's still a super team. That's what I'm saying. It's still a super team.
But you can't just...
What am I saying? I'm just saying it's a super team.
You can't just fault that because LeBron lost to a super team. That's a smart franchise, and he tried to make a...
I know, but I'm saying it's a super team still. We all agree on that.
All right.
So what's the problem?
All right.
We all agreed that the Golden State Warriors was a super team. They had 3 All-Stars. So it's a super team. We all know that. And LeBron just lost to a super team.
I think it really became a super team when KD came in.
Bro, all 3 players were you had an all defensive first NBA player. You had an all offensive and first team offensive NBA, 2 first team offensive NBA players.
I think it became unfair when KD came in.
Yeah, we all know that, but you still had.
I think it was fair game when Golden State had that squad with Draymond.
How's it fair game when they broke the record before KD was there?
I think it was a fair game. Nah, it's fair game. That was a fair team. You can't just say that LeBron was that 20. Was it when Clay won 2016? You can't just say that. The only problem with that thing, the only problem that didn't make it fair was that Kevin Love and Kyrie were not there.
Yeah, that made it unfair. But still,
that was unfairness.
We all let's say we all said Cleveland was a super team with LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love all healthy.
I think that was fair game.
And we're gonna say Golden State was also a super team.
That was a good. If they were to go head to head and they're all healthy.
Yeah.
Cavs should have been favored.
Yeah, I know because they got LeBron, but I'm saying LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love on the Cleveland was a super team. We all say that, right? If they were healthy. Yeah. So was Golden State, Clay, and Draymond, and Iguodala, let's put them in there, was also a super team. So what's the problem?
I don't know.
What do you mean? You had a player who was a first team all defense, all NBA.
They're a good team.
Dude, all 3 were first team NBA.
I feel like we had KD on there. That's a super team.
Dude, even before KD, that's still a super team.
All right.
How do you not say a team that broke the record for the most wins in the season is not a rookie team?
I don't know. They're not.
Okay, let me ask you a question. The Bulls, when they broke that record, they're
a super team.
So they broke that record. So they're a super team because they had the players.
But I don't know. It's different. I don't hold Draymond to that.
What do you mean? Dude, Draymond has made was a first team All NBA multiple times. So he's a super team. He's an all-star.
Let's go on to another one. I feel like we're too much on that topic.
But yeah, who you taking off to put
I think the 75 list was solid because I feel like longevity plays a role in this. Looking at the list, I feel like longevity and like.
I don't know about that. I mean, really longevity.
Well, the guys that were snubbed didn't really have that consistency of great. The guys that were left off, I'm looking at their great. I'm looking at the problems with the people that were listed on that.
The only problem I have is I don't know why Dwight Howard wasn't on there because he had 8 great years. He had 8 great years. Let's be honest. Dwight Howard was a top five player in the NBA for 8 great seasons.
I guess they're more like recency bias because he's not really dominating now. I guess it's like a recency bias in that
Maybe,
type of thing.
but even if you say recency bias, when he was on Houston, he was still great.
I feel like when he was on Orlando, I feel like the issues when he left Orlando and he went to LA and they didn't do too well with LA. His first go around with LA and he didn't do too well. I feel like that was the problem with Dwight. That's when the problem started going, and then he went to Atlanta.
There's also one player I didn't realize they didn't put in, Tony Parker. How do you not put Tony Parker in here? Because he was a great point guard.
There was some good guys that were left on that list. I feel like they put Reggie Miller in there, and they put another thing. They put Reggie. Who do you think is better, Reggie Miller or Klay Thompson? That's a tough one.
Reggie Miller, because Reggie Miller he's still not the number 3 best shooter. He's number 3 on the shooting list. Klay Thompson isn't.
People were talking about that one. I thought that would be a conversation.
But let me ask you this question.
I think Klay Thompson
Reggie Miller carried his team to the finals. If we were to give Klay Thompson his own team, would he be able to carry it?
Nah, he would.
See, that's the problem.
He doesn't do.
And Reggie Miller is a sharpshooter. He's a killer, bro. Let's not just joke around with his name. I love me some Klay. When Klay gets hot, he's hot.
Yeah,
he's Mr.
I got you.
Ice.
You made a point
Mr.
with that one.
Fire.
You made a point.
But let's not say he's better than Reggie Miller here.
I'm just trying to put Klay Thompson in there, but
let's not say he's better than Reggie Miller here, guys. I don't know.
You made a point with that.
Guys, I don't know if he can carry his team.
Cause I like Reggie Miller because he was competing. If you watching Last Dance, he was competing with Jordan. They almost beat Jordan.
Yeah, I mean he didn't have a championship because of Jordan.
In Jordan's Last Dance,
he didn't have a championship because of Jordan.
Squad.
That's the only thing.
He had a squad.
The only person I will probably reconsider taking off is Dennis Rodman.
They were talking.
I would switch Dennis Rodman for Dwight also, but that's it. That's it.
I like Dennis Rodman being in at 75 for some reason. I just like
because if you think about
his defense is like
but would you switch? But hold on, would you switch him out? Would you switch him out for Dwight Howard though? Guys, he had a better season than Dwight Howard.
He's better. He's better than Dwight. I mean, Dwight Howard's better than.
So you would switch him. So you would switch him out. Yeah.
I would switch him out, but I have to put Dennis Rodman in the 75 because he's just like his energy and his defense is just like he's a defensive stopper. He's all-time defensive stopper.
Nah, if I needed someone like a defensive stopper to be in here, I'll probably put the glove.
The glove is in there.
Yeah, no, he is.
Dennis Rodman won like 5 chips too.
Yeah, I know. Actually, this is a good question. I don't think Dikembe Mutombo was on here, right?
We're gonna be looking at this list all day.
No, hold on. He wasn't. They didn't put him on here.
We're gonna be looking at this list all day.
Okay, yeah. Dikembe Mutombo isn't on here. Would you put him over Dennis Rodman in there?
The glove is in there.
I'm saying Dikembe Mutombo.
Nah, I gotta put Dennis Rodman. He's won 5, man.
Yeah, but he's won 5 because of
one defensive player.
Well, hold on. He's won 5 because of him, or because he was on a great Pistons team, and he was on a great Bulls team.
I gotta put Dennis Rodman in there, man.
Why?
Because I don't know. I feel like he's just in that category where he.
But here's the thing: we gotta be subjective. It's gotta be all stats. Just stats.
But the thing with him though, he's so good that he you can't measure his like what he does on the floor with stats because he brings injury because he brings that energy. He brings that energy in.
Bro, if you're saying the effort point, then what's his name should be on here?
Who?
The guy with the bald head with the headband that's on the Bulls.
Oh,
that was on the Lakers.
Oh, nah, you can't compare Alex Caruso to Dennis
Rodman. You're saying he brings energy and competitiveness.
Dennis Rodman won 5.
But that's the thing. Was basing it on stats.
Now,
so you can't bring emotions or all that shit.
Dennis Rodman is on that 75. I don't care. Dennis Rodman.
I'm sorry. I don't see it.
Dennis Rodman is in there, bro. 5 chips? You telling me a guy with 5 chips in defensive player of the years is not on a 75? And the all-time defender is not on a 75 overall?
Bro, I can name you. Dude. Dwight Howard is a better defender than him.
Dwight Howard's better than
Dwight Howard is better than Dennis Rodman at rebounding, defending, and scoring.
Take somebody else off, but don't take Dennis Rodman off.
What you're only putting Dennis Rodman on because of the 5 rings.
And he is defensive player of the year. Wait, let me look at Dennis. Let me look at more of his statistics.
No in hell did he have a defensive player of the year.
You taking Dennis Rodman? Nah, don't take Dennis Rodman off.
Dennis Rodman. When did Dennis Rodman win defensive player of the year?
He's won defensive player of the year when he was on the Pistons.
He did? I don't remember that because I know.
Yeah, nah, you gotta keep Dennis Rodman on, man.
I'm sorry, I can't put.
Better.
Dude, you're only putting him on there because of the rings. That's it.
The rings and his defense, man.
Take off the rings. Let's say this. Take off the rings.
And his rebounding. I forgot this guy is rebounding. His stats are crazy, man.
Dude,
this guy is like a
Dwight Howard's rebound stats is more better than Dennis Rodman's.
He averaged 13.1 rebounds a game.
All right, let me see. Where's the stats?
He's at 7.3 with 13.1 rebounds. That's
all right. Look at Dwight Howard's stats.
Look at Dwight.
If you compare Dwight Howard's stats to...
Wait, I'm not saying that... I'm not comparing these two like who's better, who's not. I'm just saying that you got to keep Dennis Rodman on there.
Why though? You're putting him on there because of the rings. Take the rings off.
The rebounds in his defense.
But Dwight Howard out-rebounds him and is a better defender than him.
I'm not comparing the two who's better, who's not.
But that was the whole question.
I'm just saying I'm not comparing, but keep my man, take somebody else off. That's my.
No, we gotta be legit because that's what everybody was saying. Everybody was saying you would take off Dennis Rodman.
No, take somebody else off, man.
Why though?
He was playing with the GOAT. He was the reason why.
Dude, that makes no sense.
You gotta take somebody else off.
Man. Why though? Why?
Take somebody else off. Don't take Dennis Rodman off.
Why? That's the problem. I'm not getting understanding because if you just look at stats, Dwight Howard's way better. So if you're being logical, you would take him off and put Dwight Howard on there.
Look somebody else on that 75 list.
Bro, everybody else on the 75 list is better than Dwight Howard.
And my man's a Hall of Famer. And my man's already, Dennis Rodman's already.
Then you said, no. Then we have an argument last time. You said Dwight Howard's a Hall of Famer. He's going to be a Hall of Famer.
I don't know if we had.
Yes, not on camera. It was downstairs when we were eating, getting lunch. You asked me. You said, is Dwight Howard Hall of Famer? I thought about it. I said no. You said yes.
I think that's a hard one, man.
What do you mean? You gave me a definite yes.
That's not on camera, but I would have to say, damn.
Bro, you give me a definite yes.
I think they throw the guy a bone to give him a Hall of Fame.
Who?
Dwight.
Dude, you literally gave me a definite yes, and I was like, and then you started racking off all his achievements left and right. I'm like, bro, okay.
This one is on. You saying it's like this is on camera though, but bro, I think they would throw him.
What do you mean? You literally were there convincing me that you were going with passion and everything, saying he's a Hall of Famer after he won the championship.
You saying this like this is on camera?
Oh my God.
Like I'm exposed, bro.
Bruh.
I think they'll throw him a bone. They'll throw him something.
See, you switching sides real quick, bro.
That's Orlando.
You switching sides real quick.
But I'm not. No. I'm just saying this for this argument. I'm not comparing Dwight and Dennis Rodman. I think Dwight.
But you have to because they play the same position.
I think Dennis is more of a 4 though, and Dwight is a 5.
But Dwight, it can be a forward and a 5. So either way, you can they both can play the forward and the 5. Either way, they both could. They both did.
But my man, whatchamacallit though? I think it was what's his name?
Who?
Kendrick Perkins. He was saying that Dwight Howard's better than Patrick Ewing, and I disagree.
Okay, let me switch. Let me switch the question. Is Dennis Rodman better than Patrick Ewing?
No.
Okay, then we all settled that. Then why isn't Dwight Howard better than Dennis Rodman?
I'm not comparing. Well, why are you putting me in this argument that I don't want to be in? I'm not
because you're running away from it. Because you know the only reason you're saying Dennis Rodman. You know the only reason why you're saying Dennis Rodman is better because he has the 5 rings.
No, take somebody else out.
But there's no one else to take. Everybody else is great.
Look at somebody else. Don't take them. Don't take him.
I'm not taking AI off. I'm not taking Jason Kidd off. I'm not taking Kawhi. I'm not taking Damian Lillard.
Dennis Rodman deserves to be in top 75.
Dude, who am I taking off?
So you telling me a guy that's just effort? If I was to show you his highlight
reel, bro, there's a lot of people with effort. Way more effort that on here.
Do you not watch 30 for 30s?
I watched the 30 for 30. I watched the Last Dance. I watched it all.
This guy will party all night
and come back, be ready, and
give you energy. Imagine if this guy was a real.
But what I'm saying,
just focused.
But here's okay. Now let me ask you a question. You're saying, oh, this guy's all energy, gives you the best energy. Doesn't Russell Westbrook do the same shit? He's passionate, gives you every energy, even though sometimes he goes borderline terrible.
You're bringing in different guys now.
What do you mean? You saying, dude, you chose a guy because you're saying he's got energy and spirit.
My man, he's on a different level, man. My man's guarding.
I'm sorry, he's not on a different level from Dwight.
Shaq. My man will guard Shaq and give Shaq some fits.
I can't believe you just said that. I can't believe you just said Dennis Rodman would give Shaquille O'Neal, the Diesel, Big Papi, that he would what? Have you not watched what this dude was doing in the paint to people?
I'm not saying that
the man was giving people elbows and slapping them and making them their bitch.
I'm not saying that he's shutting down Shaq. I'm just saying that he would give Shaq would be frustrated with Dennis Rodman.
I'm sorry, you're talking to the Diesel, bro.
But Dennis Rodman.
Bro, Dennis Rodman compared to Shaq is so little, bro. It'd be like King Kong finding a mouse.
Dennis Rodman is he's a defensive and rebounding guru. I'm just gonna say it like that.
If you're saying like that, then why is Dwight Howard's stats way more better than?
I'm not comparing these guys.
But you're using stats.
I'm not comparing these guys.
But you're using stats to compare them.
You're gonna switch it off, man.
What do you mean?
I'm not
That's what I don't understand. You're using stats to compare them, but you also, when I use them, you're saying I'm not using stats.
I'm not comparing these guys.
What the heck? Dude, the only reason you're putting Dennis Rodman is because he played with your boy Michael Jordan and he's got the 5 championships. That's the only reason. Because if we go to stat wise, Dwight Howard smokes him.
Did he or did he not contribute to those rings though?
No, he did. He did. I'm not saying he didn't.
He did not ride the bench.
I know he did. He contributed. I'm not saying he didn't.
They put him in the
But I'm also saying Dwight. If we go by stats alone, Dwight would still smoke Dennis Rodman.
I'm not comparing them to, but take somebody else out.
Who are we gonna take out? Look at the list.
Look at the list. You got the list in front of you.
You got the list. Who you taking out?
What about Dame? Take Dame out.
I'm not. What? One of the best shooters in the game.
I ain't taking Dennis. You taking Dennis Rodman out?
No, I would take Dame out over.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not take somebody else out. I'm not looking at that. That's a 75.
Okay. If you take Dame out, that's basically saying you will also take Steph Curry out.
No. Those guys are no. Those guys Steph Curry is no. They're not on the same level, bro.
What?
They're not on the same level. No, they're not.
How they're not on the same level?
No, they're not. My man has rings.
He has rings because he has superstars and with him.
He won a chip before KD came in.
So you telling me if Klay Thompson, Damian Lillard was on Golden State and had all that had all that Steph had, he wouldn't win a championship either?
We're having another controversial argument now. Where we going? We going
because
Steph
no. Because
Dame?
here's what I'm saying. If Steph was on Portland, he wouldn't be able to do what Dame did with Portland at all. Because you got to realize, in his second year, Dame carried Portland to the conference finals.
Every time they go head, I don't know what, but when they face off in the playoffs, Kyrie bests Dame. Even when KD was out.
Dude, they're not in the same conference.
I mean, like Curry best Dame in the playoffs.
Yeah, but here's the thing. But here's the thing. Didn't Dame have KD? I mean, didn't Steph have KD?
Even Steph was cooking. I believe so. Steph was cooking before KD. So why are we doing this?
But we're not gonna act like Dame is just a pushover in the playoff. He's legit in the playoff.
He's good.
Dude, he's in the list with Michael Jordan. If you're in the list with Michael Jordan, you're a good player.
Wait,
Dame, as the
all
only.
all the 75 players are on the list with Jordan. Yeah.
Yeah, but and in the playoffs, he's in the list with Michael Jordan. Him and Michael Jordan are the only two players. I'm not comparing Dame to Michael Jordan, but I'm saying, dude, Michael Jordan's on a different level to Steph Curry too. So what are you saying?
Yeah, there's levels. All right, so I don't know. You bring MJ.
But I'm saying.
Yeah, watch what you said.
All right, let me ask you a question. Take the rings from Steph. Just Dame and Steph, no rings. Who you picking?
I still pick Steph.
I still pick Dame, cause.
Oh.
I don't get, dude. I'm not saying.
My man is like. Did you see? He's like almost about to be.
I know.
He's about to be the number one.
I know he's a great shooter, but Dame isn't a pushover either. When it's Dame time, he ain't going nowhere. He just wants the ball and he will shoot it in your face and make it.
The crazy thing about Steph, bro, he can shoot it from anywhere.
So does Dame. Did you not see what he did in the bubble?
He doesn't even need the ball in his hands, man. He can do
Did you not see what Dame did in the bubble?
He can run off screen, shoot the three. Dame needs the
You're
ball
actually
in his
like
hands.
Dame can't do that. He's done that before. Off screen.
He's like a great value version of the three-pointers that Steph's making, man. I don't think I've ever
He's got the same range. He's got the same range as Steph.
I don't think I'll see another better three-point shooter than Steph Curry.
I'm not saying, but he's got the same range as Steph.
Sometimes he can make it. Sometimes he can.
What do you mean? Dude, people were scared of him in the bubble once he crossed over the half-court line because he knew once he let it go, he's gonna make. They started double teaming him before he got to the line, the half-court line.
Right,
so I'm keeping Dame on the list. I'm keeping Dame on the list, bro.
You fighting for these guys on this list.
Yeah, because they're legit. I'm not taking. I mean, I'm sorry, but it's either Paul Pierce got to come off.
Oh, I think Paul Pierce can. I'm surprised they put Paul Pierce in there.
Dude,
even though I'm a fan.
They put Paul Pierce because of the ring. That's it.
That's kind of surprising, though.
Why though? I mean, he's only on there because of the rings.
I feel like we had an argument about this too.
When?
I don't know.
Guys, if we narrow down that list to the top 50 in the 2000 to now, the top 50 players, Paul Pierce will not be on there. Let's be honest. Paul Pierce will not be on there.
Paul Pierce would not
be on the top 50 list from 2000
he's
to
not
now.
In the top 50. He's not in the top 50.
Yeah. Bro, he's not even in the top 5 in this position.
No, he's not.
So what are you going to... So they just added there because of the ring. Dude, he's not even in the top 5 in his position. I feel like you got to be at least top 5 in your position. Like Steve Nash, that's understandable because...
Steve Nash is in there.
Yeah, he's got to be in there. The only problem I don't get is why Tony Parker isn't in there. I get why Dwyane Wade is in there. He's top 3 at his position.
You put Dwyane Wade in there.
Yeah, he's top 3 in this position. So that's just...
He's top 3 shooting guard. He's like
that's what I'm saying.
Top 3 shooting guard all the
time.
Yeah,
is Michael, Kobe, Dwyane, maybe AI. You might switch those two together, but I put D Wade ahead of AI because of the rings.
That's hard.
But yeah, I'm saying why isn't Tony Parker in there?
I really gotta look at this list. And some of these guys I don't even know. These are like some old guys. Some of the guys.
And I feel like it's a bit.
I never seen.
I feel
Bob
like it's
Cousy
a bit
play.
too premature to put Anthony Davis on this list right now.
I never seen Bob Cousy play.
Wouldn't you say so? I feel like it's a bit premature, a bit early to put Anthony Davis on this list.
Yeah,
guys, he's never done anything. He was in New Orleans for so many years, and he only made it to the playoff once. And he didn't even win the game, a playoff game. He only made it once, the playoff in all those years in New Orleans. So I can't put him up there.
There's some people. Dave Bing. I never seen Dave Bing play.
Charles Barkley.
Nice.
We're not even gonna touch Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley's in there.
Yeah, I know. He's right there.
Yeah, I'm like Charles. We ain't gonna debate about that.
Larry Bird, Kareem.
Ray
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Ray Allen?
I don't know. I was.
What do you mean you can't? What do you mean Ray Allen?
Put him in. But I'm gonna say this though. If I was to do the list, I'm starting my list off with players that can lead a team to a finals run. That's how I'm starting my list on 75. And then I'll sprinkle sprinkle it down to.
So what? You wouldn't put
Ray
Allen?
Ray Allen's on there. Ray Allen's on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I put
Ray
Allen in that category of like Reggie Miller, Klay Thompson type of guy, sharpshooter.
But here's the thing, though. I can't put Klay Thompson in there because Klay Thompson can't lead his team.
So I don't think Ray Allen's leading the team to a final.
I feel like he can.
By himself, the best guy.
As the best guy, yeah. I mean, I want to say he kind of did it in Boston, but that was Kevin Garnett's team. That was KG's
He's
team.
probably like the third guy, honestly. He was the third wheel on that squad, believe it or not. He was.
Really?
Yeah, I put
so
KG, Paul Pierce, and then it was.
Whoa, so you're saying Rondo was the fourth wheel?
Yeah.
Rondo.
Yeah, he was the fourth wheel.
The point guard that
was my team when I first started watching basketball. I was like
Rondo, the point guard that created opportunities, and
I say that confidently. Yeah, he was.
I ain't gonna argue with that.
That was a young Rondo.
I ain't gonna argue with you on that because I ain't know shit about Boston.
I would put it was KG was the best guy, Paul Pierce, and then Ray Allen.
So that means Paul Pierce should be on here then.
Yeah, you can put Paul Pierce on there. I mean, you can make an argument against it, but I'll put Paul Pierce because I liked him. He was the truth. That's what they called him, the truth. He was clutch, give you clutch buckets. All right, so you want to switch over to NFL? Or you still want to talk about the 75 list?
I mean, honestly.
Yeah, let's talk about the NFL top 5 again.
Why?
Your
top 5 is trash, bro. I'm not.
Whoa, 4 of my 5 were good,
bro. All your teams lost.
No, they did not. The Cardinals lost,
except for the Cardinals.
The Rams.
The Chargers got ran-roaded.
Only the Chargers lost, and that was my 5.
No, I said here's the teams that I said should be in. I don't know, should be ahead of the Chargers, and you said no. The Ravens should be ahead of them.
They were my 5. I had 5.
The Ravens were not your 5.
No. I said the Chargers were my 5. You can.
Yeah, the Chargers were my 5. But here's what I said.
Number 5.
But here's what I said.
But my 4 was solid. My 4 was solid.
What was your 4?
My 4 was solid.
What was your 4?
My 4.
What was your 4?
I'm gonna look at my. It was.
Because I'm gonna be honest.
Cardinals, Rams, Bucks. So my top 5. My top 5 from last week. 4 of my 5 were good. My 5th one, the Chargers were not. The Chargers got smacked. Just plain simple.
What's your top 5 this week?
They got smacked by Baltimore. But my top 5, number 1, Cardinals. They are gonna be tested. They're going against Green Bay. You said. Number 1, I got Cardinals.
I'm taking Green Bay in that one.
Number 2, I have the Rams. 3. This one, I have the Ravens. They proved me. They smacked. 3 have the Ravens.
All right.
For right now. 4 at the Bucks. 5. Oh man, I'm tempted. Number 5. I do not want to give you the pleasure. No. I'm not. I'm not gonna get into peer pressure. 5. I have the Bills. I'm gonna put 5 as the Bills. They can teeter. They can teeter a little bit with the Green Bay.
You keep disrespecting this man. You keep on disrespecting this man, Aaron Rodgers.
So what do you have against my top 5?
Keep disrespecting the man, Aaron Rodgers, bro. That's my problem. I don't know why you disrespecting him. So let me ask you, in clutch time, who you taking, Josh Allen or Aaron Rodgers? Clutch time when you need to win the game, and it's on the line. You need to win by a touchdown. Who you picking, Josh Allen or Aaron Rodgers?
Why are we having this situation? All right,
because that's the only way to prove who should be ahead, who should be in the top.
But it's a team sport.
Wow, Aaron Rodgers also proven that he can also just win you a game like that.
Aaron Rodgers hasn't been really facing tough comp, really.
So has the Bills.
The Bills have been facing some really tough competition, and the only reason why they lost against the Titans,
they should have never lost to the Titans.
Because Josh Allen didn't play bad. It was because they couldn't stop Derrick Henry.
Yeah, But the Titans aren't a good team. Let's be honest.
They're not a good team, but they couldn't stop Derrick Henry.
Again, you just said it's a team's game. The Titans aren't a good team, so I don't know where you're going with this.
Let's see the Green Bay. Let me look at the Green Bay schedule. They really haven't proven anything to me yet until they face the Cardinals. They really haven't been battle tested. I'm about to look at their schedule. They haven't been battle tested. Green Bay.
I feel like I need to bring the Bills. Wait. Let me see. All right, you saying the Bills have been tested? Let's see. No, that's not it. Let's see the teams they've played. They've played the Steelers. Not a good team.
Oh no, Green Bay plays Washington. They play Washington. So once after this week against Washington, they're gonna face the Cardinals and they're gonna face the Chiefs. These two games are gonna tell me. They're gonna tell me.
But let's see. The Bills haven't faced anyone good either. Let's not be honest. They've only faced the Steelers, the Dolphins, Washington, and Texans and Chiefs. That's it. It's not like any of those teams are good. You're acting like those teams are good. The Chiefs are in last place in their division. The Texans are, we're not even going to get there. They're just, Washington is like in last place also in their division. Dolphins, last place in their divisions also. They're like, I think they're number, maybe 2. No, 3. I think, or they might be in last place actually. So yeah, you're acting like the Bills play some real good, hard teams, but they haven't, bro.
They're my earth.
So I don't know why you're putting the Bills ahead of the Packers.
I gotta see more from the Packers.
What do you need to see more from the Bills?
I gotta see more from the.
You need to see more from the Bills, bro. I'm sorry, but come on. The Bills haven't faced anyone legit. Dude, they lost to the Steelers with an old-ass Big Ben that can't even throw no more. How do you explain that? And then they beat Dolphins without Tua because Tua was injured.
Hey, that's my number
They
5.
beat Washington. They beat Washington without a quarterback. Washington that doesn't have a quarterback.
They're gonna heat up.
They beat the Texans.
I'm telling you, they're gonna heat up. They're gonna heat up.
They're heating up right now against trash teams.
They're gonna heat up. They smacked the Chiefs. I gotta see who the Green Bay is.
Bruh, you're saying.
I gotta see who the Green Bay is gonna. They
look at Green Bay. Look at Green Bay's schedule, who they face, and compare them to the schedule that the Bills face. Green Bay's team has faced harder teams than the Bills, bruh. Let's be honest. Look at Green Bay's schedule. They're right there, bro.
Oh shit.
Dude, Green Bay has faced. That's a tough schedule. That's an easy one.
Nah, Saints, the Giants. My Giants beat the Saints.
The Saints are better than the teams, though.
My Giants beat the Saints. The Saints are not that good. And then they beat the Lions. The Lions are trash. And then they had the Garoppolo situation.
Bruh, those teams are better than the teams that the Bills face.
My gripe about the Bills should have won that Titans game. The Bills should have won that Titans game.
But I'm saying, you're saying the Bills are heavier than the teams they faced. The Packers have faced way harder teams than the Bills have. And I can prove that. The Saints are better than the Steelers, the Dolphins, the Washingtons, and Texans. That's true. Let's be legit. That's true.
No.
Didn't the Saints just win their division last year and had a better record?
They have a different player. They have a different coach.
What?
They have a different coach. They have a different quarterback. That's what I mean.
But everybody's the same.
That's what I mean. They have a different. That's a big thing.
Come on,
Drew Brees is a Hall of Famer, though.
Yeah, but
Drew Brees is a Hall of Famer.
But still, Drew Brees was limited. Drew Brees was still limited. He couldn't throw a football down the field. It was all.
And I don't trust. You can't trust. You can't trust Jameis Winston.
Okay, you telling me you can trust Big Ben when he keeps throwing interceptions and can't even throw the ball? Let's be honest, Big Ben is gone. Big Ben is not Big Ben anymore. He's gone. He can't even move no more. He's gone. Let's just be honest. Jameis Winston is better than Big Ben right now. Let's be honest. And then let's go
I think the verdict is. I feel like
in my
honest opinion with the Bills, though. In my honest opinion with the Bills, you gotta wait it out a little bit. Because they're gonna heat up. And early on in the podcast, I said they're an early pick. They're an early favorite for being the best team in the AFC.
You're saying they're heating up. They're heating up right now. They were heating up before they got walloped.
They're gonna be the top seed. Even though they took that lump against the Titans, they're gonna heat up again, and they're gonna prove to you that they're the best team in the AFC. They're gonna be the best.
The Packers have been heating up since they first lost, and they haven't lost yet.
We already know the same results. You know they're gonna choke in the playoffs.
And the Bills aren't.
Nah, they're gonna prove something to you.
Dude, the Bills have choked back to back.
They're ascending.
The Bills should have ascended last year.
They're ascending with a young quarterback. But I'm just saying to you, this is Green Bay. This is Green Bay. Stop banging on the table. This is Green Bay's. Hey, this is Green Bay's last dance. You're too much on that hype train with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is great.
Their ascension, you're too much on Josh Allen. Their ascension was last year when Josh Allen was playing.
They'll keep on going. The ascension hasn't stopped.
No, they're gonna get wild.
Do you think they're gonna get worse? I think Bills are gonna get worse. Yes. They only lost because they can't tackle Derrick Henry. That's the only reason they lost. It wasn't Josh Allen played bad. It wasn't that. It was just that they could not stop.
All I'm saying, telling you, is the Bills are going to get beaten in the playoff straight up.
What?
The Bills are going to get beaten in the playoffs straight up.
Against who?
Against the Chiefs. Against the...
I think they're better than the Chiefs. They're better than the Chiefs.
Yeah, they have
gotta get that deep.
Offensively, no. Defensively, yes.
Patrick Mahomes just needs a turnover. They just beat the Chiefs. They just smacked the Chiefs. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying offensively, the Chiefs are better. Defensively,
the Bills are
better.
Bills are still good on offense, though.
Yeah.
They're a more even out team than the Chiefs. They're more evened out. They're more evened out. I'm talking about offensively, defensively. They're more of a solid unit, yeah.
Yeah, they're more even out, but I'm still saying the Chiefs have a way higher powered offense.
Statement. You're sure you're making that statement? You are sure you're making that statement right now? As of right now, you're saying the Chiefs are better than the Bills?
Offensively?
Right now.
Offensively?
No, I'm talking about as a whole unit.
As a whole unit? I would still take the Chiefs.
Nah, man. Right now, they're not looking good defensively. Chiefs are not.
But you just said as a whole unit. Bruh, I try to say defense offensively. You said no.
As a whole unit,
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Nah.
Because guess what?
Right now, I can't.
Because I know Patrick Mahomes isn't gonna choke in the playoff. I'm pretty sure Josh Allen is.
I don't know. Josh Allen's looking good to me.
And I feel like Josh Allen isn't gonna beat the Chargers.
But my top five.
We can bet on this. We can bet on this if you want.
All you have on me is gripe on one team.
No, we can bet on this. No, we can bet. But I feel like, dude, Arizona is gonna get beaten in the playoff. Let's be honest. They can be a great.
Right now. I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, but I'm saying
you're talking about hypotheticals. People can get hurt. People can get traded. We're talking about right now.
Who's gonna get traded right now?
But you're talking about the future right now. People can get stuff can happen. I'm talking about right now, man.
Right now.
In this week.
In this week, the Packers should be ahead of the Bills.
Who do you? All right. So what's your top five?
My top five is Arizona, Ravens, Tampa. That's 3, right? And then Packers and oh yeah, Rams.
Damn, you just put the Rams number 5.
I mean, where would you
bump them down?
Okay, then. Oh, okay. Let me switch. Okay, let me.
Oh, you're not confident. You're not confident in your top 5. Oh,
no, those are my top 5. It's just in different order.
You're not confident in your top 5, man. I just swayed you a little bit.
It's the same team.
You're not sticking to your guns right now.
Okay, my team. Okay, it's the same team.
You're not confident.
It says Arizona.
I stick to my top 5.
Okay.
I stick to my guys.
I'm not taking anybody out in my top 5.
You flipping the orders now.
You want me to? Okay, I'll stick with the order. I'll stick with the order.
That's true. You did sound confident in top 5. You had to be like, oh, I just criticized you. You're like, oh, I mean, let me change it.
No, I was gonna change the order, not the top 5. I was gonna keep the same teams, just change the order.
That sounds like my top 5, but you just added Green Bay.
My top 5 is different.
You just added Green Bay.
I just
changed out Bills. That was like my.
But they're in different orders than yours. I just said Arizona, Ravens, Rams, Bucks, Green Bay. We only have 2 similarities. We have 3 technically.
We have every similarity except the Bills and the Bills and Green Bay.
But I feel like my top 5 is legit though. I feel like those 5 teams will make the playoffs. And won't lose.
My top 5 is making the playoffs too. What are you talking about?
Not every one of them.
Every one of them making the top 5. What are you talking about? So you say the Bills are not making it to the playoffs?
I'm just messing with you.
Get the fuck.
But I'm still saying they're gonna lose in the playoff first game.
A lot of the people that are most likely people in our top 5s are gonna lose in the playoffs.
Not in their first. The Rams will make it to the the conference finals. No.
Most likely, all these teams in the top 5 are losing in the playoffs. Only one is gonna make it to the Super Bowl. Only one. One's gonna win the Super Bowl. So most likely, everybody's gonna lose.
But I'm still saying, why?
You saying Bills losing first round?
Yeah. Depending on who they're facing.
That's your statement of the day. That's your bold statement.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that as my bold statement. The Bills losing in the first round in the playoff. Because if you look at it, if this way stays like this, the Bills might end up facing the Chiefs first round. With the way, if it stays the way, because the Chiefs are number 1 in their division.
They're not even in playoff contention right now.
No, they're not. Yeah, they're 3-3 or 4-3.
We can't even be talking about playoffs right now. We're not even.
They're either 500 or over 500.
We're not even midway through. But do you want to wrap? You want to wrap it up right now?
I'm good. That's my top 5.
That's your top 5.
And I already said my hot take of the day.
My hot take of the day. My hot take of the day is Aaron Rodgers. Actually, no, everybody kind of knows Aaron Rodgers
last year in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Who doesn't know that?
My damn. Kyler Murray MVP.
That's not a hot take.
Let me get it.
He's the front runner right now. It's him and Brady and Derrick Henry. That's not really a hot take.
My hot take. Nah, I'm gonna say.
He's in a race with those 2.
What can I say right now? I'm gonna think on the top of my head right now. Because people saying Lamar, but
not Lamar.
My hot take is you know what? I'm gonna say your Miami Heat. Your Miami Heat is the Knicks are making it farther than the Miami Heat playoffs. That's my hot take.
Didn't you have that hot take like 2 weeks ago?
I'm saying
you made a bad.
I'm saying it again.
Bro, my Heats have faced legit competition and beating both of them. They're 2-0.
Wrapping it up.
After facing the
Bucks.
We're
wrapping it up, guys.
Bruh.
It's over.
I want to see your team against the Bucks.
Please like and subscribe.
Nah. Let's see his team, the Knicks, against the Bucks. See if they'll smoke them like my team did.
That's it.
If your team smokes the Bucks like my team did, then you can talk. Like my team smoked the Bucks, bro.